Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, and today I will be reading a multi-character listener by me, Neuvillette. Neuvillette often did not have people doing things that were bad around him, mostly because he was too intimidating. But if someone didn't notice his presence, then perhaps some mistakes would be made. There was freedom of speech in Fontaine, but also some things were just too irritating to let go of. Like the time you passed by someone and they were talking badly about you. And Neuvillette, against his better judgment, stood aside to listen. And once you couldn't take it anymore, he just stepped in, frowning. "Excuse me, but what are you trying to say here?" What? We aren't trying to say anything. I'm sure you misheard, the guy says. And Neuvillette frowns deeper. And it is very obvious that the current atmosphere is about to be a very somber one. So Melusine takes his hand and pulls him away, but not before lecturing the man that they should not ever try to speaking about anyone in such an ill manner. "Monsieur Neuvillette, if you stood up to Wayan, they would think you were being biased. Not to mention, unfortunately, they are not doing anything illegal, so you can't do anything to them," the Melusine told him, once she had taken him somewhere private, and he nodded, letting out a sigh. "I know. Unfortunately, that seems to be the case, although I could still lecture them." "Well, you always could, but it is preferred that you do not get yourself in any unnecessary trouble. I'm sure Miss Wayan wouldn't be wanting that, correct?" she said, and he nodded, smiling softly once he thought of you. He was still very upset that someone even dared to talk badly about you, but alas, the Melusine was right. He couldn't change the world, but what he could do was try his best to cheer you up and make sure that those people never came close to you. Lyney would never tolerate anyone talking badly about you, so if he saw that happen, he would definitely stand up for you, without any hesitation. It would make him very angry if someone even thought to bring up your name in a bad manner. And could you truly blame him? He loves you. You mean the world to him, so of course he's going to defend you until the very end. Additionally, he was someone who was very protective, someone who would never stand for anything against his loved ones. Be it you, Lynette, Fremine, or Arlecchino. You are part of his family now. So, if someone talks badly about you in front of him, even if you're not around, he's going to actually stand up to them. "Hey, are you talking about Wayan?" he would ask, just to make sure he's getting into the right fight. Who knows, maybe it's someone else with your name. But he was very right, because that person did not know the two of you were dating, and confirmed it. So, he did punch him in the face. Yes, that was how it would be. Maybe it was a mistake or not the proper way to deal with things. That did not stop him, however, because a lot of things were difficult for him, like learning when to stop, especially while being in the Fatui. He usually had better hold on his own emotions, but truly when it came to you or anyone of his family, it was a touchy subject. So, just a punch was going to be fine. Eventually, someone came to stop him, and to stop a fight from occurring. And he did not get into jail, thankfully. When he did go home, though, he immediately wrapped his arms around you and pulled you close, pressing a soft kiss to your forehead. "Oh, Lyney, what's going on? Is everything alright?" "Everything's fine. You don't have to worry about a single thing," he said. You were not too sure about his answer, but you were going to trust him on that. It didn't really matter. If he said something, you would trust him. You didn't need to doubt something that would be so obviously true. Scaramouche. Scaramouche already gets into fights as it is, so it's not like he needs an excuse, but he will take one. The thing is, he usually does a lot of questionable things, so when given the opportunity to do one more thing that would be questionable, he of course would do it, without a doubt. And maybe it's wrong, but he thinks it's fair, considering that person talked badly about you. And he had to defend you, didn't he? And as your lover, he felt obligated to do the least bit. And the least bit for him was at least delivering a good punch to the face, if not more. So, despite being in Sumeru, getting into a fight with someone was not something that he abstained from. Yes, Nahida might scold him later on, but someone talking badly about you like that, in front of him, your most devoted defender, then they very well deserve a punch, and he was not going to hold back. Nothing was going to make him do that. So, maybe, he really should not be blamed. That's what he believed anyway. When Sina brought him to you, and told you to keep him in line. Skara? What did you do? I punched someone. What? You act like there is something wrong with that. There are many things wrong with punching someone. Why did you punch them? He hesitated for a little bit before looking away. It doesn't matter. Come on. They deserved it, Wayan. Don't you trust my judgment? It's not that. I do trust your judgment, Scaramouche. It's not that I don't. It's simply that... Well, Sino would not be bringing you here if he didn't do anything wrong, would he? You know how it is. He doesn't like me because of what I did to Lord Kusanali. So it's fine. Whatever you say. You didn't believe him, but you were not going to discuss this matter any longer, especially since he was getting kind of patty. But whatever it is, he must have done it for a good reason. Or a reasonable reason. You're not sure about good, but there must be some kind of excuse. And right now, he didn't seem to be so willing to say it. So you were not going to bother him. But you did hope in the future that he'll be a little less violent, just for the sake of everyone, and also himself.